Hello folks, it's Steve here again from the UK Prepper's Guide. Now just recently I've been out quite a bit with the lads while camping, and a few of them are using these neck knives. And to be honest, I think they're quite a good bit of kit to have with you in your survival bag, your bug out bag, and part of your bushcraft kit. Now I haven't got one, so this weekend I've set myself a little project, and I'm going to see if I can make my own custom knife and custom Kydex sheath. So this is the plan. I've printed off a small neck knife template from Google Images. The blade's about 3 inches, the handle's about 4 inches, and the shape of it here, I find it's fitted in my hand quite comfortably, feels quite nice. So that's what I'm going to try and achieve. And to do that, I bought all my gear from eBay. I've got some 01 tool steel. This is flat ground stock. It's 3mm by 40mm. I'd probably actually get three knives out of that. I've got some handle scales. I'm using this. This is Kironite acrylic, and it's Bengal Tiger is the design. I'm going to fit some liners in it as well. So I've got a red liner and then this Bengal Tiger effect for the rest of the handle. My pins, I've got a lanyard pin, a brass lanyard pin here. That I'd probably get 3 knives worth out of that. And a rather fancy mosaic pin to put it all together. So that should look quite nice. And then finally, I've got some of this desert camo Kydex, and I reckon I'd get maybe 2 sheaths worth out of that. So that's all the gear I need. I've just got to get on and do it, really. So this is more or less the finished shape, I think. It fits in my hand quite nicely, you can see. I've got kind of almost a finger choy on the top, thumb choy. So that's quite nice, I'm quite happy with that. got now is the actual blank of the blade, more or less how I want it. The extra holes in here are so that the glue goes all the way through and forms a really good seal, a really good bond. I've cut the scales with this very steep angle. Now the reason for that is, when I put the scales on, I want it to come right up to here, where this thumb choy is, and then go down to the start of the grind. I think that might look a bit different. So it's going to be something like that. If you can see what I mean. By the time I've cut it out, it comes to the more or less the start of the grind. Probably take it a little bit further along. So that's the positions I think I want them in. Where the grind comes to here is where I want to finish the scale, so I'll make the same shape as the handle there, then round the back, and then on this part here where the thumb choy is, I'll just come down there, that part. So it'd be quite an unusual angle for this. Whether it will look right or not, I don't know, but that's the plan. Now I'll get Well, that seemed to have done the trick, using my little homemade forge there. The blowtorch wasn't pumping out a huge amount of heat, but it just took a little bit longer, that's all. Now, I can test it. Yeah, the file is just sliding off the metal, which is telling me that it's definitely been hardened. Next phase of the operation is I'm going to temper the blade. I've got a little tabletop oven here. I'm going to leave it here to soak, would they say, between an hour to 2 hours. So, just going to put him in there. Okay, so that's shaping up quite nicely actually. I've got obviously all the curves and everything in it. Fits my hand nicely with this sort of thumb ramp, thumb choy here. I just got to work out what to do with these bits here, whether to chamfer them or how to do it. there you are, folks, the finished knife. Now I think I'm going to leave this video at this point and do a separate one for the Kydex sheath, because if you've watched it this far, well done. It's quite a long video. Now it's turned out really nice. I think the blade shape is slightly different to what I wanted originally, but I think because I've added this angle here of the scales, it's kind of makes it look like a more of a stubby nosed knife. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with it, and I'm sure I'm going to get some use out of it. Obviously I'm not a professional knife maker. I haven't got anywhere near their equipment, their skills or their knowledge, so with what little tools and equipment I've got here, I've still managed to produce something reasonable that's going to be functional, and I'm quite pleased with it. So for now then, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one, the Kydex sheath making. So for now, take care folks, catch you later, bye.